Second, second. Okay, I'm getting it together. I'm sorry about that, folks. Getting it together. I'm sorry about that, folks. All right, getting it together. I'm sorry about that, folks. Getting it together. I'm sorry about. All right. You know, there's a lot of work when you first come in and you got to set up. I wasn't ready for today. I didn't really have any intentions of coming on today. But when I heard that 8K was going off, I said, you know what? Sometimes you guys just need something different, and different is here. I'm definitely different. That's what my mother always told me. She goes, boy, you're different. Okay, I just got to put it all together right now and see where I'm at here. Okay, I want to make sure all the sounds are off everywhere else. And then I'm live. Put it all together right now. There we go. That one's got to go off. So, Matty Boy, what's up? 34 people. Wow, you people really want some education. I got a mask here. Do I have to wear my mask? Nah, forget that. I just came from physical therapy, so I'm kind of like hyped up a little, you know. And I really had somewhere to go, but I'm a little excited because I was waiting for a check in the mail. I had some dental surgery a couple weeks ago. It was emergency, and it cost me $1,500. And luckily, I had 2 dental policies, and they gave me back $1,485. But the dentist was holding the checks, so they finally sent it to me. Good afternoon, wild boys. Good afternoon, everybody. And I'm going to get serious here in a second. I just need to pull up my scanner because I have no idea unless you tell me right now, like what stocks have been happening. The only thing I watched this morning on my phone was the SPY. So I'm bringing everything up there. I already brought my chart up there, as you can see. And I'm so sorry. I was going to get in this morning, do a put, and it's too bad because I would have made a real significant amount of money this morning on the SPY. You can see it's going down. I want to put back to my auto, and let's see. Wow, I had it set on 375. So can you imagine if I bought a 375 put? Now we're looking at, that's the wrong stock up there. I'm sorry. I don't know why EVAX was even on there. Hold on one second. I wish somebody would have told me. There we go. I want to look at the SPY, but EVAX looks good. Wait a second. Let me go back there for a second. 366. So I'm going to put a 365 in my setup here, just in case I want to do one. 366 actually on a put. And on a call, I was on 376, and now I've got to make this 367. 367. Is that right? 367. Correct. Okay. Now I'm set in case I want to do a quick buy or sell or whatever on an option. I'm ready to go do one. I did pretty good yesterday. I won 4 out of 5 options I did yesterday. Put me green for the day. I lost one. I hit the button by accident and got out exactly where I got in. So I really lost $10 because that's what the contract was. What was that? EVAX. Wow. I can't believe how red. I'm looking at the actual SPY here, the actual S&P. Let me see. What is that? Live camera. Live caption. I don't want that one. Okay. Let's put that back on there. And what do I want? I want to just bring up... I want to look at FinViz for a second. All right, just give me 1 second. I'm catching up to you guys, you know. It's like you've been in all morning. I haven't. Look at that thing drop just now. Boy, I should have been in there. I should have been in there. Okay, so we can see right now the markets are real down. Wow, 579. I know we're under 29,000 something right now. Look at that drop just now. Okay, will it come back up? That will call for a call. I could have just made it in a put and made myself 50 cents. That would have been $500 on 10 contracts. And I was ready and set to go. I can't believe that. Wow. So it's back up. 366, 44, 50. Wow, what a drop. It's coming back up. Coming back up. Amazing. Just totally amazing. Okay. Anybody here have any good fortune today? with the stock market? Did anybody here get into a trade and make some money? You want to share with the room, or share with me and tell me maybe what stocks were rolling, because I really don't have a clue what was going on. Quality. I just want to make sure my quality's all set. Okay, that's good. Okay, everything look okay on your end, guys? Everything look good? I'm just straightening out my, the one thing about TOS that really stinks is every time you come in and your charts, you have to redo all your numbers and stuff. They're always it would be nice if it would just pick up exactly where it left off and you didn't have to adjust everything, But that's what I'm doing. I'm adjusting all the numbers. I told you, 6-in-1 chart in my bottom here. And I also had a 374. Let me get out of that. EVAX was the other one. EVAX, okay, nothing really happening. I just want to pull up my chart, my scanner real quick, just to do a run, see if anything's happening. I run it from 70 cents up to 250 with 35,000 volume to maximum, 4% and up, and it really is very little. Let's see, ATHX, which is really coming down. Nothing here that has any shortable capabilities. Right here, CO. Anybody look at CO today? That's one. What's the other? 240, 370. EVAX is the other one. AMPX went up. Wow, that went up a couple dollars. AMPX. I'm putting them into my watch list right now. ABVC, not really, and YRD, no volume. Okay, so that's it. Let me do one more quick scan. Let me just raise this to 350. See if anything else comes up. Just real quick. I'm not pulling my scanner up there because it's taking too much energy out with the other thing up there. All right, I'm good. What I mean energy, when you look at this right here, when you have this up there and you put a scanner together, then it actually draws a lot and you actually end up losing in your computer. It eats up your cache. Okay? So right now I'm looking to, this is today's date, just for curiosity, with a 366 is $1.40. I just want to look at Mondays for a second. Is that Monday there? 23rd, 24th, 26th. There's Monday. And the price on a 360 is 306. So 306, and this one is 2 something, I think it said. Yeah, I'll stick with this one. $1.40, you can buy a lot of contracts, and it'll climb a little faster. The only thing is you got to be out of it by 4 o'clock today. So anytime you do contracts for the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, always use that Friday, okay? There are reasons to go further, but right now for beginning options, we're going to keep it simple. And what I mean by that is we are going to just be doing long calls and long puts, and those are what they're called, and they're the same thing as if you went into a stock and you said, I'm going to scalp this stock, I'm only going to be in it for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I'm out. All right, this is not something we're going to hold for a longer term. If we were, then we'd be looking contracts a little further out. Okay, so even today is Friday, I would still pick today's contract. You saw the price difference. Right now, you can see a 366 put is $1.33 a share. And if I go back, I'll do one more for those that might have missed it. If I go to Mondays, you can see it's $2.96. If I look at next week's, okay, that would be the 23rd, the 30th. Am I correct there? The 30th would be a week from today, which would be next Fridays, and you can see we're already at $5.68, $5.70, and that's right at the money. This is in the money, so it gets very expensive. So for right now, we're going to keep it simple. Just stay in today's, and I already have them set up. So I have $1.28 for a buy on a put, and I have $1.51. And I'm looking at, if I do it, I have 10 contracts set up. Okay, one other thing. I didn't save that other, I did not save that 4-in-1. Let me see if this will open up. Nope, it didn't. All right, that's open right there. All right, so I didn't save my 4-in-1, so I'm going to show you once again how we build a 4-in-1, okay? So I have my large chart, and I'm going to move over a second chart, okay? Detach. I need to save this setup. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to move this over right now. It's the same chart that I have up there, okay? I'm going to put this and open it up. Well, actually, I got it that way. That's fine for right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I open it. Now I've got 4. I must put a symbol in here or it won't open. So I'm going to go find the SPY. Okay, let's find the SPY again. I'm showing you how to build a chart. All right, this is important, and this is an options type chart for buying. Right here, we would make this a 1 minute, and we'll make this one here a 5 minute. All right, where are we going? 5 minute. 1 day, 3, 4, 5 minute. Okay, this one here remains. We're going to change this. So to get those things back up, we're going to open it up. Now, we're missing the side caption, so we're going to bring this down, and now you see it. So up here, all we want is the active trader. Okay, so we have an active trader. We're going to get rid of the chart. We don't need that. So we're just going to keep the active trader here. And here, we're going to get rid of the active trader. We're not going to use it here. And we're going to get rid of the news. We don't need that. So we'll keep our level 2, and we'll keep our buttons. That's for buying. I could get rid of these here, but then if I want to keep my level 2, all right, then I need that there. So for right now, let's see, if I can move that over a little bit. That shows me my price. This shows me my time. And let's say my price. And this one here, all right, this is going to end up on the actual price of the contract. All right, and that should be, I don't know why it's still saying this. Oh, EVAX, because I have it on below. Let me change that. All right, changed already. Okay, fine. I'm going to unclick my bottom one so it's not connected anymore. I'm going to unlink it. All right, this one is linked, and I've got the active trader. I'm going to bring this back up. Okay, you with me? You're all seeing how we do a 4-in-1. This is the perfect setup for doing an option. Okay, let's see. Come on, there we go, right there. That should give us perfect. Let's see if I can move this down. I don't think I can. That's the one thing I hate about that. Okay, I'm just gonna make this chart a little more recognizable. All right, the only thing I may not do right now, I usually fill in the actual candlesticks. If you want to do that, it's not hard to do. You just go. I don't know why it's moving so slow. You see how it's not moving quickly. Okay, what do I have in here? Something's in here. Hold on. Just give me a second. Something is still in here. Let me drop this down for a second. And let's take this. That's what's still in here. It's not right. And do that. Okay, there you go. There's my SPY chart. Let me make sure I don't have too many. All right, so I've got my 4-in-1. I've got my watch list. I've got my market, and I've got the big chart, which is... Okay, I want to take this out right now. I want to just finish the other one real quick, and then we'll get started. All right? Like I said, I usually have all this done before I come in here, but today I am doing things a little differently. So in here, the only thing I like to do is I don't like on full candlesticks. So what you do is you come into right there. I can't get this to stay. Okay, that's good. Appearance. We want to fill it up. Fill it up. High test. Okay, I'll just leave the orange. I don't have to change it back to red. And this one here, we want to do the same thing. And we want to, that's the wrong one. I hit the wrong one. Come on, get out of there. I want this one. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, I know why. I think I know why. Appearance, and fill the gap. And say apply, and okay. That fills my candlesticks. Here, I want to put this on a trend line. And then it'll stop and it'll give me an arrow or a pointer. Okay, and here the same thing. I want to take this and put this onto a trend line for right now. All right, so this is our setup. And also, if I wanted to put the contracts, I'm going to change this. Remember, we changed this yesterday, and I'm going to make this for today. Let's make it the light blue. Look at that, it put it in there. Okay, and we're going to make this light blue, and it's going to put in there, let's see what it puts in. It put in a weekly contract for the 23rd, and it put in, I don't know what it is. I think put stands for P for put. Let's see if I'm right. But I'm going to take this, and I'm going to drop the price. Oh, shoot, I don't want that. Let's see. Oh, can't go in there. Can't go in there. Can't go in there. Stop it. Okay, let's go back here for a second. And I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to take a put of a 366. Look how that thing just jumped up, too. 127. There it is. That's the wrong one. 366. Copy that. Okay, and then you go into this one. There. I get rid of that, put it in here, and I should put it in both. And now I have a 366 put. Okay, and the P is put. I think if I put C for call, it would say C. So now we know how that's done. All right. And this here, we should make the chart a little better. And then we have our price. We want to put it around the 366.83. We want to put the price around 366. So it would be, I'm sorry, that would be $1. Where is it? $1.19. That's the price of the actual puts now. There you go. So you can see we're in the area. That's what we would be paying right now if I bought 10 at 118, 117, 116. Okay, now it's at 120. So I could just go boom and buy it if this was checked. Also, it says buy market, sell market. The only thing we have to add, remember we had to do this yesterday. I need to, this weekend, I'm going to set them all up again the correct way and save them. I'm going to get rid of those, and I want to put a buy the ask, and we want to sell the bid. Now, you can buy the bid and you can sell at the ask. You can do that, okay? But remember, it's no guarantee that you will get filled, all right? And that's why I'm leaving it at the point where I know I will get filled for now. I can always change it in the price, all right? So there, I got everything in there. Quantity with buttons, I want auto send moved up, and the TIFF. Let's see, I need the TIFF in there. It should be on the bottom. It's not. All right, so let's add the TIFF. That's my time of day to make sure. Okay, quantity, and say okay, and hopefully it'll be right. I'll look at my second one, and there is my auto send, my TIFF, my quantity, and this is where I can put my brackets and do. I always take this one off. Okay, and this here we want to put percentage. All right, so just in case, let's see, percentage, and we want -5. Let's see, -5%. So if it goes down 5%, I'd automatically be set, and I would have a stop limit. All right. You may have to change this one too. Let me just check and see how this one works. That's not that. Where would it be? Got it in there. That's my buttons. I don't really need that. Let's see. Limit. That's not it. I have to change something. Okay, so we want auto send on and off. Let's move it down. Let's move it down. There's no second? There's got to be a second. Yeah, so let's get rid of flatten, remove, cancel all. It's good to have if you're doing multiples. I leave my cancel. My TIFF I want below. So put it below the second line, and quantity of buttons below the second line. I can move my TIFF up, auto send. I'll leave it the auto send. That might be fine. And where is it? It's up here. I can see it, and I can see my cancel. Except I have buy the ask and join. Join the ask is, this should be sell the bid, I think. So let's get rid of that one. Join the ask. It's buy the ask and sell the bid. So let's remove that and put in here sell the bid. Okay? And we'll move it up. Sell the bid, and that goes right below the buy ask. All right, so I actually have my market orders in there now, and I have my limit orders. Market, limit, okay? And as far as this, it would always be set at 10 right there. And I can take that away so it doesn't take up my... The only thing I want to make sure is the... That's not it. Where is my... There's a thing for... Let's see. Order template. Let's see, let's move that up. That's not it. I'm missing something. Quantity with buttons. Quantity. What am I missing? You know what I'm missing? The thing that does the actual... see, that's for limit. In here, if you look in here, you'll see it's got the template. That's what I'm missing. All right, and that template's important because that template is going to allow me to put the stop loss in both places. So I come in here, and there should be a template in here, and I don't see it. Uh-oh. Where is it? OPQRS. No template. Where is it in here? It's not here. On top? No. That's really weird. It's missing. Order template here. Let's move that. Can't move it up. Can't move it up. I'm missing the regular template. It is not in here. That's really strange. Alright, just say okay for right now. I'll figure it out another time. I have my auto send and my TIFF. Where's my time of day right here. So that's daytime, that's fine. See, right here I should be able to drop it and do, it's a different stop limit. That's really weird. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that. But I have it set here. It should be right here. Okay, there's my trigger with bracket. 5%. Okay, I am all set if I want to do. Right now, it's dropping again. Look at that. It went up, and you can see. I'm going to go back to the large. I hope I didn't lose a bunch of you. Actually, I gained a few. Let's look at the SPY. If you look here, like yesterday, if you remember, for those of you that were with me yesterday, every time it went to green, red, it came down. Okay, it came down. Green. You're looking for green, red. Because a lot of times when green red it went down, or green red it went down a little bit. Here was a fake out here where it went back up, and that's green red and it went down. You have green red and it went down, and here we came back up. It wasn't a real red, and it's still, see, but we were just at 70 something when I first came in here and I set it up. I could have got in at about 366. What are we in here? 1 minute. Let's go to a 5 minute. We are after lunchtime. It really gives us a much smaller setup here, but let's see, we can see it a lot larger now. That's on the 5 minute. All right, let me see, we're only about lunchtime. I'm going to go to 3 minute just to see how it looks. There we go. That looks better. What do you think? 3 minute will slow you down from maybe getting out. 5 minute even more so. But if you're losing on 5 minute and it drops really quick on the 4th minute, you can get pretty hurt. So I always like to keep, and that's why when you're buying on the 4-in-1, you'll see, you can see your 5 minute. Okay, is this thing remaining in there where I can see it all? Let's see. Yeah, and this one here. Yeah. All right. So you got the one. This is the 5 minute, and that's the 1 minute. I usually do it the other way around. Let me switch that. Let me just see something. No, that's right. 1 minute on the left, 5 minute on the right. That's actually the right way. Okay? So you can see your 5 minute. And if you look at your 1 minute right now, this is a good example. Look how you got green, green on a 1 minute. But look at the 5 minute. What's it really telling us? Okay? After, look at the low here. It says low, 316. Look what the low is here. This has to be moved over. Something's got to be wrong. This can't be right. Can it? Hold on. Let me go to 1 minute for a second. Hold on. That's it. Yeah, see, that's much bigger. Now if I go to the 1, that's 1 minute. Let's go to 5. Let's go to the 3. But you see what I'm talking about? You have green, green, and now on your 5, you'd say to yourself, oh, no, this is not really going up. But is it? It is going up. Does that make sense? See that? Look at that. It looks like we got 2 reds in a row. Here we have green, green, red. Let's just try a 3 minute, see the difference. And that's why you got to be careful. You have to know your charts, because you can get out when you shouldn't and stay in when you shouldn't, okay? So it can get a little confusing. And here we go. Let me make these charts a little bit wider, bigger. Let's see. Okay. All right, so we got a 3 minute and a 1 minute for right now. When it gets a little later, I'll go to 5 minute. But right now, it looks like it wants to go up here. I also want to space it. I'm going to show you how to do that. You come in here, and you go to time axis. And you see here, it says expansion area. I'm going to put in a 5, all right, and apply that. And it should bring it over a little bit. You see? I want to be able to see that it's not at the end there. I can make it a little smaller. Let's take this one. That's the wrong one. I see what else I'm missing here. That's why I have to save these. I'm going to have to go in here, save it, make one, save it, and then be able to just bring it over and not have to do this every time. But let's do this one at 3 and see what the difference is. All right? Apply and say OK. All right. That's a little better. I think I like the 3 better. How about you guys? 3 or 5 on the spacing? I think I like the 3 much better. Let's go to 3 and apply that. I just want to make sure that it never goes past and I'm not seeing the whole chart. Okay? Same thing on my big charts. So on my big chart here, I don't know what it is. Okay, what I'm also missing here, it's easy to put in, is you can put the VWAP, VWAP. Okay, and we're going to double click, don't make me. And the other thing I want to put is in the, what is it called? Let's put in moving average, but when it comes up, I want the exponential. Okay, so double click, and then I'm going to change this. I want it to be blue, and I want this to be 13. Okay, I don't want any upper plots, just the show plot. No down signal. That should be, show plot should be off. Upper signal should be off. I don't want to see that. Okay, but what I do want to see is, and I want to see if I have it. Oh shoot. Yeah. Okay. So now I have my upper lower plot, and I have the VWAP, which should be white. Where's my VWAP? What's going on here? Is that the VWAP customizing? This should be white. Always white. Okay. And let's apply that. And this one here should have the upper bands, and it does. Okay. And just say okay. So I have the white. The only other thing that we can put in, which is better on my larger chart, but actually I like it better on this chart, and there it is. There's my 50, my 200, and my 13. I do have a 13. There's my VWAP. There's my upper, there's my lower. And that's all you need, okay? I also have my Squeeze Pro and my Squeeze Alert, okay? You can get the free one, all right? You can all go in, and you can go up here, and you can add. It won't be as good as the Squeeze Pro, but it's very good, and it's free. You go up here, and you type in TTM, and put it in, and it'll come up. You only want the ones that say Scalper Alert, this one here, and the Squeeze. My Scalper Alert should be in here. There it is on top. And it works alongside another one which is not in here. Let's see. ThinkScript 21, ThinkScript here. And I want one other one which you can't get, and that's called ARED. Okay, and that'll come in here, and I want this one here. I'll show you. This is a paid program, which I can make available to those who want it. There, and this one here. Let's see if it's in. I don't want to put it in twice. So that's twice. So that one here I'm going to take out. Damn, I only need it once. All right, so I got that, the Pro plus the Scalper Alert, and that'll give me a lot more signals for going up and going down. The only thing is they're a little delayed. I'm going to go in the program. I'm going to learn. There's a way to go into the program itself, and you can change the timing. So you can change the delay, so it'll bring it in a little quicker. Instead of going 2 candles, it might only come to 1 on a 1 minute. This is a 3 minute. So if I go on my large one, this is a 1 minute. But right now, you'll see, because the arrows will go in a different place on a 1 minute opposed to going to a 3 minute. It changes everything. See, the black one's gone. So I do like the 1 minute for this, but on the options chart, I do like the other one. And I can bring it in a little closer, see, and do this, so I can see a little bit more of the actual day right now. And I told you yesterday, this is my upper resistance line from yesterday. It's still there. I guess I forgot to take one out. So I can remove it or lower it. So if I wanted to edit it right now, I can say right now that my upper is probably around, let's say 3, wow, it just dropped to 365, unbelievable. So let's say 366, okay? So if I go 366 right now and I change this, so on the right, say okay. Now it brings my resistance here. That might be too low. We'll see. It might be it was 366.60. What a great put that would have been. I'm sitting here building this up and showing you how to put your charts together. And while we're sitting there, we just missed out on a great trade, okay? And that was the put that I had set up before. So if you look, okay, let me just see something real quick in here. I have to go back to, give me 1 second, back to my trade. So I had a 366 put. Right now, I would make that a 365 put. I want to be closer to the money, okay? So that's 365. And now for my call, if I was gonna, I would be on a 366. Actually, it's getting a little high. It's almost at the money, but 366 is at the money. If it goes up above and you have a 366, you're in the money. So you're actually making money quicker. All right, does that make sense? Anybody need a detailed lesson on that? I'll go just to show you, because this is more about not doing the live trade, but it is to show you. So right now, everything's changed. We're at 365.85. So if I was going to go to a call, I'd go to 366. Okay? That is more right at the money. If I was going to go for a put, I go to the next one down, which is 365. I could do 366. It'd be more money, and it's not that much more, and I would be more in the money. But if it goes the other way, I can lose money quicker. So I want to slow it down a little bit, but yet at the same time make a good profit if it goes up. So you understand? That's how you pick your puts and your calls, okay? And I want it in this week because I'm not going to keep it more than 10 minutes at tops, and probably closer between 1 minute and 2 minutes, maybe 3, okay? So, and I always do a 14 strike price. Unless I wanted to go further out, and if I was in next week and I wanted to look at a cheaper one, let's say if I was looking at Tesla, okay, which is quite different. I'm sure Tesla's going down too. So, it is 276. So right now, if I was going to do a put on Tesla at 276.10, I would do a 275. That's where I would go. But doesn't mean I can't go down to here to 266. All right, or even 270 at 40 cents. At 40 cents a contract, opposed to 150, that's almost 1/4 the price. So I can buy that many more contracts if I have a small account. So let's say I only have $2,000, okay? So I can go right now and say I have $2,000, okay? I'm bringing that up. I have $2,000, and I divide that by right now at about, let's say 40.42 cents. Let's say 43. That gives me 4,600 shares, 4,650. I divide that by 100, and that gives me 46. So let's say right now I could do 45 contracts. But let's say that's all I have, and I don't want to put my everything. I can divide that in two and say 45, or I say 46. I can do 23 contracts. I can do 20 contracts comfortably right now. 20 contracts would be how many shares? 2,000. Okay, so right now, if I did 2,000 shares on Tesla, and let's move this for 1 second and look at Tesla, okay, and I just did 20 contracts on Tesla, and you see right now, whether I do a call or a put, right there, it was over here, you'll see it was at 277, let's say it was at 277, and I did 2,000 shares, it just went down to 276, okay, 24, that's 75 cents times 2,000 shares. That means I would have made myself $1,500 in less than 1 minute, in less than 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay? Just by doing 20 contracts with a $2,000 account. Do you like that? Is that the kind of money that you're looking to generate through options? I believe so. I put this in twice, by the way, so let me just do something real quick and take one of these out. You know, the less you have in there, the better, because the more you have in your charts, the more you slow your charts down. Okay, so that's why I don't put RSI in here. I do put my RSI in my watch list. So you see I added it here, and it's actually correct. All right, my RSI is on the daily here. These figures are on a daily, so my RSI is correct. And if I wanted to look right now and say, well, right now this is at 8, maybe I can go on RUM and do a call, or if there's options for it. But you can see how low everything is. The only high ones here is PRST, SPRO. So PRST was probably much higher a couple of days ago. You could have said, wow, PRST was about 80% on the RSI, which means it's overbought. I could do a put on that and wait a day or two. So I could do a put maybe a little further out, or a couple of days if it was in the middle of the week. All right, and it came down, and you would have made some money using the RSI as a factor. That's using your technicals and your fundamentals. There are a lot of tools that we have. You'll see in mine, I always have my time and sales. I have my active trader. I can bring this up right now. I don't have the buy and sells in here because I don't really need them. I have them all here. So I have them both here, and I have right here. These are limit orders only on the bottom. Those are your buttons. It says dashboard. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, that's your dashboard buttons. All right, and those are limit orders only. These here are market orders, and here's your limit orders again. And the only thing that should be really close to that, but it's up here. Once you buy, or you put in a buy, if it doesn't happen, you want to get out quick, you can cancel all. I don't know what flatten means. Usually I get rid of this stuff, but I didn't say. I moved these charts over, so they're saved differently, which I don't really care. It's very simple to go in here and just take things out if I want to. Okay, like I don't use flatten. I can remove the item. All right. Cancel all is good if you do multiples, because then you can cancel. If you did multiple or vertical spread, you can cancel both. So when you do a vertical spread, remember, you're buying a put, you're buying a call, or you're buying 2 calls at different strike prices. All right. So you want to cancel one, or you can cancel both. All right. If you say cancel, it may say which contract. If you have multiple contracts, but right now we're not doing multiple contracts. We're only doing Keep it simple stocks, okay? I hate to use the word stupid, but keep it stock simple, okay? Like that. Keep it stock simple, all right? Are you guys with me so far? I'm going to put that on the board. It's keep it stock simple, which means don't complicate it, okay? It's the KISS method. I didn't make it up, and it's usually keep it simple, stupid, but keep it stock simple, okay? And also remember when you're looking at stocks, something else to remember, okay? In a lot of stocks, including the SPY, you have SMM. I made this up, and then one day I looked it up, and somebody else had already done it, and that's called stock market manipulation. And that's where, like yesterday, all of a sudden, some guy bought manipulation. We were watching that every time it went green, orange, it came down. It went green, orange, it came down. And then the other day, it went green, orange, and it came down one, and it went boom, it went up. And I looked over to see the candlestick. And if you look right now, let's move this a little bit smaller. So now you can see the volume, okay? I wish I could see it better. I wish I could move the volume over to here. I gotta move this in just so you can see it real quick. If you can see your volume, watch. Dang. You can see how much per candlestick. I can't believe this is not working for me. Let's go a little further just to get it in there. It's gotta be to get that volume over. You see, each candlestick on a 1 minute will show you how much. 80,000. 100,000. But then you get this one here. Look at this. 167,000. Here's a big one. 240. That tells you that somebody had at least 200,000 shares. Somebody with a lot of money, with a lot of shares, was able to manipulate that market up by going boom. And people jumped in with it. Okay? So I don't know if he had 200, 210, 220, 175. But there was one person that had a lot of stock. And that's how you find out before you get into a stock. So a lot of times you may see a stock moving a little bit. And why? Because somebody took a stock, has no news, but it's got a very, very low float. So if nothing's happening with it, and all of a sudden somebody comes and buys 10, 20,000 shares, which may not be a lot for that person because they have a lot of money and they can manipulate the stock, it'll go up an incredible amount in a short period. And then people see that because then they go onto their scanners. Did I put my scanner up here? I didn't. But they go into their scanners and they say, oh, look at that. There are people that are watching their scanners all day long on a separate monitor, and they can see when a stock jumps. Or they have an alert set up through their scanner, which you can do, which will tell you when a stock maybe gets a 20 count. You ever see when Dex says in the morning, let's see the first stock that gets a 20 count, and that's the one we go after. All right? Does this make sense to all of you? So I'm going to go to another stock for an example for you right now. Nothing to do with options, but to do with any stock, okay? If I come in here right now and I put all the green to the top, very little, there's very little. Let's go change this. Wow. Look at that. We can see how red the market is today, right? All right. I'm trying to even this off a little bit. Come on. There we go. Okay. So if I look at what's the stock that's moving the most, hold on. Let me move just a little bit so I can read it. All right. Let's take something like EVAX. All right, I moved it over here. You see this? Hold on. You can see EVAX was moving, but here's the question. How much? Right here, 25,000, 14,000. You see the volume up here? Read the volume. Right here, look at this. And the size of the actual has nothing to do. There's 200. There's 100, but sometimes you get a large one and it could be small amount. See that? 768. I'm on a big candle, but then I go to the next candle, 1350, and you can't even see the damn candle. So the size of the candle has nothing to do with the size of the volume. The size of the candle has to do with the opening price and the closing price. So here you have open 279, and here you have a closing of 288 before it went to the next one. Okay, so remember that. But this is how you see if you want to get into a stock. So EVAX is not a stock I want to play because you can see 100, 100, 100. You add, I'm sorry, this would be actual 1 share, 1 share, 1 share, 3 shares. Unless I'm not seeing the whole thing. Let me see if it moved over a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Hold on. There we go. And then put the time to be right. And this is wrong. 23rd. Okay, you got four shares, 15. This was like 6,000. Hold on, I think that's about 6,000. Somebody bought a lot of shares there. Let's see. There you go, 6,000 shares, 100. Now, when you look at the level 2, you always add. There's more level 2 than we're looking at right now, okay? But I'm more interested towards the top. You add 2 zeros to this one. Always add 2 zeros to every level 2 with every broker, okay? So this is 1,600, 900, 300, 100. When we look at the level 2, one of the most important things to know with level 2, okay? This is not a good level 2. The one thing about Thinkorswim, it has one of the worst level 2s. Hold on one second. It's my wife. Give me 1 second. Sorry, folks, that was my wife. I always take my wife's calls. I wasn't supposed to go live today. I just decided when I came in late because I had physical therapy this morning. She wanted to know how my therapy goes because my wife's a physical therapist. When I came in, I saw AK was getting out. I figured, what the heck? I'll go again. So I've been Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I am going to ask one favor today. I'm going to stop and I'll go back to the level 2 in a second because I know a lot of you are interested how to really properly use level 2. All right. What I want you to do, all right, is take a second and I want you to go to the lobby. All right. There's the lobby. When you go to the lobby, it may take you out of here. If not, copy that and open up another one. On the top of the page, okay, you're going to see my active trader live stream. I'm going to open it up for you for a second. I do not get paid for doing this. I do this out of the goodness out of my heart. You'll see this here where it says open that up. It says hosted. For you it says subscribe or subscribed. If it says subscribed with a D at the end, you're fine. If it doesn't, it says subscribe, please check that button, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. What I do here is free, and I do not get paid for doing this. All right? So please, happy Friday to you, young Jetty. Good to see you around, man. I haven't seen you in a little bit. So please go in there and just click on that. All right? Let's go back to the level 2 real quick. All right? I need to get and I see I got a few more today. I'm up to 375. You can see on the top it says 375. All right, so now level 2. When you want to look at level 2, whether you're buying a stock or even an option, okay, what you want to look at is we want to look at how many people are selling. Bid side, ask means they're being sold. The bid means they're buying. If there's more people buying than there is selling, which way does the stock go? If there's more people buying than there is selling, which way? That's right. Nobody answered it. The stock goes up. And if there's more being sold than there is buying, and they're trying, see 1,600? Somebody's got us at 275. Even, they're trying, but to see the sellers at 277. So somebody has to go down to meet in the middle, or they got to go up. So what did he just do? He just dropped his price to 270 to 272 instead of this one went up. It stayed at 277. So right now there's a stale, and you'll see the time of sales is not moving. Also, the size of this bar, the bigger the bar, the less volume there is. The smaller the bar, the more volume. So let's go pick another stock for a second, okay? And let's go to this one here, and see how small the bar is. That means there's more volume here than there was in that other stock, okay? So you can see here, there's a little bit more buying. There's 10, that's 1,000, 1,000, there's another 1,000. That looked like a spoof. See what's happening? Every time it gets close, he's bringing the price down. Let's see, it's 313, there he goes, 309, let's see, it's gone, 315. But what if it gets close and it disappears and it doesn't get bought up? But right now it is. You can see there's more people buying, so the price should go up a little bit. But there's not much going on here. So what I'm going to show you is look at the volume. 38,000, 6,000. So if you come in here and buy 10,000 shares, they're going to see that. That's a lot of shares, and it's going to eat up a lot here. That's 100, 800. That's not even 1,000 shares. That's 100, 500, 400. So you can't even buy 10,000 shares. It would eat up every price up to 390. You wouldn't want to do that. So this is not a stock you'd want to trade. And even if you came in here with 500 or 200, they'll see they're going to get eaten up. They see, and they can change the price just by manipulation. All right, so be careful. Make sure you watch the amount of the volume. It's important when you decide if you want to get into a stock or not. All right. All right, and right now there's not many stocks. You'd have to be looking at SQQs. I did not fill in today because I did not go through my list like I usually do, because I did not open my computer this morning. I just stayed in bed and knew I was going to have to leave early, and I just said, you know what, I'm not chasing it. I'm up for the week, and I'm going to leave it that way. All right. But when I came in, I said I wanted to make sure. I was waiting for a check. The check was there, so I said, let me go upstairs. And I turned on my computer, and I saw AK was getting off, and here I am. Okay, so right now I'm going to go back because nothing else is moving, but probably things like, let's see, that's not moving. See how sideways this is? Sideways, all right? Oxy's a good stock. Ford's a good stock. Let's see what Ford's at. I like to watch these stocks once in a while. Very, very little movement. 11.95, it's a 12, no movement. So the only thing that might be moving, which is a representation, are things like the VIXs, the SPY, and this keeps dropping. When I came in here originally, we started talking and I started putting this together, we were at 367. Then it went to 366.60, remember? And I put it together with the put. And I said it's 366.60 and it's $1.20. Now it's up to $1.38, I think, like that, or whatever. Let's see. I dropped it to the 365. I'm still at 365. It's $1.41 a share for a put. So if I had bought before and did 1,000, because I do 10 contracts, is 1,000 shares, I would be up now over $1,000 from the time I came in here around a little before 12 and to now. What time did I open? It shows me that I opened here. I see something changed on there. Let's see if I look in here. Oh, what did I just close? Oh my God! I'm sorry. Sorry. All right, I closed a few things by accident. Just give me a second. Shoot. Okay, shoot. What did I just do? Okay, there's my chart. Let me see what I have up here. I closed a few things that I didn't mean to go. No, they're still open. It was on my end. Okay, so right here, I still have my put in here. I wanted to look at the room. That's what I closed. I hope you're still hearing me. I think I closed something. Hold on. All right, I'm still in here. It says 12:28, but that's not true. I must have been thrown off for a second. Do you all hear me right now? Somebody put a yes on the board. Do you all hear me? Yes. Okay, great. Did I lose you for a second? It looked like I got lost on this side. I couldn't find it. It seems that I'm here, so I'm good. Let me just make sure. There we go. Oh, that's a better setting. All right, so I'm going to go back into where I was. I'm sorry. I got lost there for a second. How you doing, Tommy? So right now, I showed you the level 2, how you use it, okay, on any stock, even the SPY. Now, this is on the stock of the SPY. I would have to go in, and if I put in right now, okay, let's say I go up here. I'm going to unlink. If I link this now to the blue, it should put the actual put in there. Let's see if it does. And there it is. See, I'm right? So right now you could look at this, and this is contracts, okay? I don't know. This should be contracts because we're talking the put. So you can see right now, are more people buying contracts or are more people selling contracts? Now, there's another way to figure that out, okay? Now, the reason you're showing this chart going up, whenever you have a put chart, it is a SPY for the put, correct? If you buy a put, you always want this to go up. That means you're making money. The reason this chart is going up is because the real SPY, okay, let's go back to red. There's your SPY. You see the real chart is going down, okay? A put chart will always go the opposite, but just because it's going the opposite does not mean that this, you see we're just at 207, this means you're making money on that put. It's going up. The put, it's dropping right now. We're at 365. We're about to break under 365. Can you see that? The question is, do I want to take a chance and buy and gamble? Let's see. There it is. I should have got in. I was just about to hit the button. 365, 88, 91. Let's see. What are we doing? I want to buy so badly. I should have bought it. I just was going to hit the button. I hit my auto send and it dropped. And that's what I was about to say. Do me one favor, Tommy Trader, okay? In this room, okay? I don't know what TSLQ is, but whatever it is, put it this way. TSLQ. Okay? That way. All right? So people can click on it and it'll open up. That is an AXS Tesla Bear. I never saw that before.
So, okay? Just in this room, always put it with the correct format. All right, I'm a stickler for that. Now I'm able to go in there and see what's going on. But right now you can see just went back up to 95. I can wait to see if it's going to go back over 365. Now I have a 365 put, okay? I can change that. And this one is wrong. It says 366, all right? So I can take this now and I would make it a 364, okay? So my 364 put, where is it? 364. Okay, is now $1.20. The price drops, and I'm going to do the same thing on this end. I'm going to make it 364 because it brings me closer, a little further out of the money. All right, so it's $1.24. That's a 364. And let me see, my blues, they're not connected. That was this one here. So if I went back into this 4 chart, that see, it's connected. So it changed this one too to 364. There's my actuals. There's my 1 minute. There's my 3 minute, okay? Or if you want, some people like the 5 minute, that's fine. All right, you can go to the 5 minute on the bottom chart. And this is what you should be working out of right now. So if I buy it, I would buy it here, then I could see it in my active trader. And here's the chart. So right now the price is 364.83. Oh no, it's not 364.93, but it just went up to 91. I could buy it now. I think it's going to drop further. How many people here think it's going to continue to drop? How many people think we're going to be looking at maybe 362 by the end of the day, or 360 towards that area? Anybody? This would be a good put right now. I really think it just hit 365.04. It's got to push up. That's when you want to buy it. When it pushes up like now. Because why is the market pushing? There's no news right now, all right? There was news this morning with, and what was that TSLQ thinking up? You're really thinking up, huh? Why? Give me the reason. Why would it go up? For what reason? If I look right now, oh my gosh, the market is down 708 points right now. This is one of the reddest days in history, okay? We're getting there. Save image. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to call this the Red Dow. 710 points. Okay. I'm going to save this to my desktop. And let me close this. What's my number here? 360.